Have you ever heard a mournful cry echoing in the dead of night, especially near a river or a stream? In Mexico and all across Latin America, there's a chilling legend that parents tell their children to keep them from wandering off after dark. It's the story of La Llorona, the crying woman. The tale begins long ago with a woman named Maria, renowned for her breathtaking beauty. She fell in love with a wealthy nobleman, and they had 2 children. For a time they were happy, but soon her husband grew distant, eventually leaving her for another woman. Consumed by a jealous rage and unbearable grief, Maria did the unthinkable. She took her own children to the river and drowned them. The moment she realized the horror of her actions, despair washed over her. She frantically searched the water, crying out for them, but it was too late. Overcome with guilt, she drowned herself in the same river. But her story doesn't end there. When she reached the gates of heaven, she was asked a simple question: "Where are your children?" Unable to answer, she was denied entry. She was condemned to wander the earth for eternity, trapped between the living world and the next, forever searching for her lost children. They say you can still see her, a ghostly figure in a long, flowing white dress, drifting along river banks and lake shores. Her once beautiful face is now gaunt and decayed, twisted by centuries of sorrow. Her most terrifying feature is her endless, agonizing wail. People who have claimed to see her say, "You first hear a faint, distant cry that sounds like a woman sobbing, 'Hey, Miss He-Hos,' which means, 'Oh, my children.' As the cry gets closer, it grows louder and more desperate, filled with a pain that can freeze your soul. Some stories say she mistakes living children for her own, trying to drag them to a watery grave to replace the ones she lost. Others believe her cry is a warning, an omen of misfortune or death. One account comes from an old man who recalls an encounter from his youth. He was walking home late one night near a canal. Suddenly he heard that terrible wail. He saw a shimmering white figure floating over the water, her back to him. An unnatural cold filled the air. Remembering his grandmother's warnings, he froze in terror. The figure turned slowly, and even from a distance he could feel an overwhelming sense of despair radiating from her. He didn't wait to see her face. He turned and ran as fast as he could, not stopping until he was safely behind his front door, the sound of her crying chasing him all the way home. So if you ever find yourself near the water late at night and hear a woman's mournful cry on the wind, don't try to find its source. Run. It might just be La Llorona, forever searching for her children. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to follow for more chilling tales.